In this scenario, we'll demonstrate how to help manage your inventory. Managing inventory while tracking trends on top-selling items is key to managing cash and key investments into the business. In this scenario, I'll show you how to review the top-selling items, check for inventory, place a purchase invoice, post, and then also predict the inventory needs or future inventory needs based on current sales trends. First, we'll look at key reports and metrics are accessible from the home page. Here, on the far right, you can see an aged inventory report. Right? So one key area for an owner of a company or for a business is, quote, is my inventory stale? How much is this costing me? Here I can see and manage, my items that are over 120 days in inventory. We'll close out of that. Next, we'll review the top-selling items. So to begin managing my inventory, we'll click on items on the left. You'll see a graphical representation of inventory items and respective stock levels associated with each item or service. In the ribbon, select the Inventory Statistics report, and we'll select the Inventory Top 10. Here, providing organizations the opportunity to quickly and easily analyze trends is immediately accessible with a few clicks. In this example, we have a top sales item based on inventory, and it's critical to the success of managing cash for our business. Here, you see that Athens Desk happens to be 27% of our all total revenue, and it's our number one selling item. It's also at risk of inventory depletion or back order, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen. How do I know that? We'll go ahead and check the inventory and the lead time. In addition to the pre-built reporting capabilities which allow users to perform their responsibilities, Dynamics 365 for Financials offers deeper intelligence into the auto-suggest replenishment of inventory based on lead time and average daily use. In the ribbon, you'll see I have a pre-built report for purchase advice. And here you see I have the Athens Desk. I have not a lot available to me on inventory. So it's my number one selling item. However, the available quantity is only 5. That's a risk, and I need to replenish to avoid a back order and any future customer dissatisfaction issues. We'll go ahead and close out that report, and we'll select vendors. Now, which vendor should we use to replenish our inventory? There's a pre-built report within Dynamics 365 that enables the person responsible for purchasing inventory to determine the best vendor to select. So we'll go ahead in the ribbon, select the Vendor Item Purchases report, and here you see I have a quick and dirty list filtered on a particular item number, and now I can see the lead time, and obviously this is sample data. I have a very short lead time with my first up consultants when compared to the NOD publishers. So I think I know which vendor I'm going to enter that purchase invoice for. So I'll go ahead and select the vendors, first up consultants, and then from the ribbon I'll click the purchase invoice, enter in my vendor number or the invoice number, and I'll tab down and I'll select the line item, Athens Desk, enter in my quantity of 25, and I'll tab and post the invoice. Here's a view of the posted invoice, and I can confirm the line items and the totals. We'll go ahead and close out of that window. And then I can select the balance, and you see that invoice that we just created. Notice the new purchase invoice with the vendor number DM0430. Now, managing inventory while tracking trends on top-selling items is key to managing cash and key investments. Dynamics 365 for Financials helps organizations to better manage products and services and to avoid any issues. We'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit more. And using something such as Cortana Intelligence. If you're not familiar with Cortana Intelligence, it's the app that's installed with Dynamics 365 for financials. It's powered by Microsoft Cortana, and it'll help us to forecast or predict some of my inventory needs. Let's go ahead and select items, and we've seen this view before. However, you see by reviewing my inventory items, you see on the far bottom right corner there's the Forecast app that's embedded here within the inventory list page. On the bottom right, we see the sales forecast on display, and so these are the future sales that we're predicting based on what's in our accounting system within Dynamics 365 for financials. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can find some additional information now that I know what the sales forecast is. I wonder what my inventory forecast is. It tells a much different picture. In fact, after next month, based on current inventory and demand, it appears the company will be short, and I need to create a new purchase order or invoice to quickly resupply that inventory. Right, from within the forecast, within the app, I'll go ahead and create that purchase invoice. There are two smart notifications that are associated with this task. They show up direct in the ribbon here. And it gives me a couple of things to think about. And it says I'm running out of stock on the items that I usually order from this vendor. Do I want to add them to the document? Yeah, I'll select yes. Wow, it knew that I was adding, or it suggested what other items I should add to this purchase invoice. And then I go ahead and post that invoice. Simple and easy. So again, this scenario was to demonstrate how to manage inventory with Dynamics 365 for financials. The results show how you can provide greater insight into inventory levels and demands while improving cash management as well as the company investments.